Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lauren and I am an amateur plant collector. And today I wanted to talk about Scindapsus because I am obsessed with Scindapsus. I love every single one of them, every species in the family. I love this exotica. I have a silvery Ann. I am looking to get my hands on every other single kind of them. I just love Scindapsus. So I wanted to talk about my favorite plant for my first kind of official video. So Scindapsus is often referred to as a pothos, and while it may look like that, it is not a pothos. Scindapsus is its own family, while pothos is under the Epiprenum family, so it is not the same thing. Some people may refer to it as a philodendron also, but that is not accurate as well. It's okay to refer to them as that. I will know what you're talking about, but they are technically called a Scindapsus. They are a shingling plant, which means that if you give them like a board to climb up on, they will lie flat against the board. So I might take a cutting or something off of one of these and try that out, but for now I really like the way it looks when it hangs down. I just really like that trailing look for now, but they're just beautiful plants. As far as light goes, this plant, especially the exotica, I have found prefers kind of like medium light or to low light. I don't know why. I had it in the shelf from my last video, and it had like a lot of light, and I thought it was gonna explode with new growth and like be amazing, you know, like. But it actually would curl its leaves during the day. Like this leaf in particular would curl up a lot, and this one too. And it would, like, by the morning it would be completely flat out like this. So I wasn't really sure like what was going on with that. And I talked to somebody on Reddit, and they were saying something to the effect, I'm not a scientist, so don't take my word for it, but something to the effect that the plant was not transpiring enough during the day. It was getting too much light, and it was getting a little bit of direct light, but not enough to burn it. So I think it was like underwatered, but not in a way that the roots are underwatered, if that makes sense. I'm not a plant scientist. I am not a biologist. I'm an artist, so I don't know how this works, but I moved him back to the spot that I put him when I first got it, and it has stayed like this ever since. I also repotted it into a pretty well-draining mix, and it's working out really well. I've noticed a couple gnats, but they've been around for a while. I think this plant brought it in, but it's okay. It's not bad. I'm working on it. So as far as light goes, I found that this plant, I don't know if it's this plant in particular that just really likes to be in medium to low light, but medium to low light, they can do great. I really love this plant because sometimes they put out these all silver leaves, or mostly silver leaves. They grow really quickly. I mean, it's putting out this leaf as we speak, and it's putting out another one here, and another one there, like, and it's getting to be near the fall, so it grows a lot, to say the least. A lot of people wonder or ask why the leaves curl up, and it can be one of two things. Either the plant, or three things in my case. Either the plant is being underwatered, and the leaves will curl up, and you'll be able to tell the leaves are curling up like that and the soil's really dry. Or they will curl if it's overwatered, which in my experience this plant can develop root rot really easily. My first Scindapsus was a Scindapsus from Lowe's, and it was an exotica like this, and it developed root rot right away because it didn't have a drainage hole, and I thought it's fine if I just don't water it as often, it'll be fine. It was not fine. That plant completely rotted away, and it was very sad because it was rather full. It was very beautiful, so I was pretty sad about that, but I did get some cuttings from it, and I can show you. Here's the cuttings. Most of the leaves have unfurled. This one I just put in there, because he was in a different pot, but the one leaf kind of didn't make it, so I decided to put them all in here. And most of the leaves are actually firming up a lot, like these two, this guy under here. So, and I know they all have roots. One of them had a pretty insane root system when I was propagating it. And that's the other thing. These guys, I've found for some reason, they're not like pothos in the way that they're really easy to water propagate. They're really easy to soil propagate, in my experience. Out of all of the cuttings that I put into water, only one developed good roots, and I had it in pretty good light, so I mean, I stuck these guys into soil and they've taken off. So I don't know what it is about Scindapsus or Scindapsus exotica, but they prefer soil in my experience for propagation, and I've heard a lot about sphagnum moss too for these guys as well. So as far as watering goes, yeah, only water when these leaves start to kind of curl up a bit. This is the Silvery Ann, so it's not the same as exotica. I found that the Silvery Ann is actually a little more chill than exotica for some reason. I've never had issues with this plant, and it grows really quickly too. So it's really pretty, really nice. Really just kind of hangs out. As far as fertilization goes, I fertilize like once a month or so during the growing season, so when these plants are actively growing. And so we're heading into the fall, kind of winter area, so they probably won't be growing as much. So the last time I fertilized was probably going to be the last time I fertilized until the spring. So they're really easy going. They don't require much fussing over. But yeah, the only thing I would say is only water when these guys get curled up like that. And you can kind of tell too, because the leaves they're really succulent. And with succulent leaves on any plant, that tells you that the plant does not need to be watered as often as a plant that has maybe less succulent leaves. So, yeah, that's Scindapsus for you. I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on a Trubii. There's another thing. There's a difference between Scindapsus pictus and Scindapsus trubii. Trubii, as far as I know, has two species in that family, and that is Scindapsus trubii Moonlight and the dark form. So Moonlight is basically, it kind of looks like this, all silver and like a green streak in the middle. And then Scindapsus dark form is basically all black, and it's really pretty. I almost got my hands on one, but it didn't happen. So I do have a lot of cool silver plants coming in, which hopefully my next video will be about. But as far as this plant goes, I would definitely, it's a must-have. Like, you have to get this plant. I got this off of Etsy, and I have another one coming in actually, so I'll do a silver plant haul. The other two are a secret, and they're rather rare. One is like double rare because it's rare in the wild and in the market, kind of. But the other one is just highly sought after, so it's not necessarily, as far as I know, rare in the wild as well. But yeah, this is my favorite plant. Please get it. And yeah, I hope that you have a great day. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more plant advice and videos and just me nerding out about plants. I'll probably talk about another plant pretty soon here, but I'm hoping to do a silver plant haul, which will hopefully be by next week or so. I also want to shout out all the people that subscribed and commented on my last video. I really appreciate your support and your nice comments. The plant community is so nice and so supportive and just overall pretty great so far. And I really appreciate your welcoming warmth. So yeah, let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I have ideas, but I'm pretty new to all this YouTube stuff, so have a great one, and I'll see you later.